The mission of Powered by Hope. Powered by Hope is a nonprofit foundation dedicated to providing hope, strength, peace, and education to cancer patients. When you hear the words, "You have cancer," you have just entered the greatest race of your life. The foundation is predicated on HOPE, H-O-P-E, which stands for How Ordinary People Endure. Founded by Terry Grieg, a stage 4 colon cancer survivor or fighter, the foundation presents medals of hope and coins of courage to those living with a life-threatening battle, to acknowledge their fight and to empower hope, inner strength, and personal resolve.
So I have everything but respect and admiration for Mr. Burkholder and Mrs. Reed.
They're both great people, and the school district's very lucky to have them on staff, and we wish them both health as quick as possible.
We love you guys, we miss you, and we want you to know that we're with you every step of the way while you go through this tough battle.
I think both of them show genuine care and concern for the students. You can see Mr. Burkholder and Mrs. Reed every day. They really care and are invested in students' interest and well-being, and they go out of their way to make it known to both of them that they do anything for them to help them out and really have their best interests at heart.
Speaking for the whole student body, we would like to let Mrs. Reed and Mr. Burkholder know that we are with them and we are supportive of them and their family as they're fighting their battles.
Of course, Mr. Burkholder and Mrs. Reed are extremely essential to school. This year has been a very trying year on my end, and it's made me appreciate everything that they do. There's been a lot of extra stuff on everybody's plate, but our district is great. We have a lot of excellent people willing to help out around, but it's just not the same when they weren't here.
What is it like working with Mr. Burkholder and Mrs. Reed?
Well, I think it's pretty commonly held belief by all the staff here at Northwestern that we see each other as a family, and I think it's about as close as working in a family environment as you can get without being actually working for like a family business or something like that. And Burke and Mrs. Reed, they're patriarchs and matriarchs of the family. They're people that help lead the school and people that the rest of us kind of look for guidance. So when we realized that they had a tough battle of their own ahead, I think everybody was gung-ho, ready to support them, do what we could do to help make everything go smoothly and help ensure that they would win their battle and get back to the family and get back to the family business as soon as possible.
Extreme dedication to the school district. Those two were fighting for their life, and yet they continued to work from home, which is just crazy, I think.
He's a really strong man. He's done so much for us and all the students throughout the years. It's always been really hard this year just not seeing him around at school. He's always a positive attitude and always helps us all out.
What do you remember about Mr. Burkholder?
Last year he used to sub for Mrs. Zodi in chemistry, and he would always listen to me complain about how terrible chemistry was, but would always be extremely willing to help me and joke back with me.
Burke is really nice and caring, and he takes time to get to know his students. He understands what's going on in your lives. He likes dogs. We miss him, and we hope he gets back soon.
As for Mr. Burkholder, to be honest, I wouldn't be here without Mr. Burkholder. We started off a little over a decade ago coaching track and field together. I got a job at the middle school as a 7th grade math teacher, and coached both track and middle school football with Coach Burke, and then got the opportunity to come up here and work as his assistant, and I can't be happier.
Mr. Burkholder, it's always hard when you're missing your leader, but we're doing pretty good. But we're both, everyone's praying for both of you guys and hoping to see you back here roaming the halls soon.
He just brings a really good balance to the school. He knows how everything works. He has all the ins and outs. He knows past protocols and just how to keep everything running smoothly.
And for Mr. Burkholder, I pray every night for that man's health, to get him back so I can get out of here and go back to my retired life. But he's going through a great deal, and really happy that he's in recovery and getting back. The school misses him big time, and we need to get him back healthy.
One time we were on the bus, really long freaking meet. I had to sit with someone I didn't want to sit with, so I was like complaining, obviously, and literally crying and being so mean to everyone. Normal, I know. I text Burke, I hate track. He texts back, no, you love it, and sends me a whole freaking bunch of hearts. I just love Burke.
Mrs. Reed, I really am missing your friendly face when I come into the office in the morning.
Definitely her bubbly personality, and I was an office aide first period, so she always made my mornings more enjoyable, and she's always an extremely genuine and happy person.
I really miss teasing you, and you teasing me back. You're pretty good at it.
Mrs. Reed really helped me out just when I started off 3 years ago in this position as the assistant principal and athletic director. She was the lone consistent portion of this department for athletics. She had been through a couple different one-year stint people, and I came in, and this is my 3rd year here, and without having her to help me through those first couple of years where I didn't know what was going on, it really, really helped me. Benefited me a lot, and it's helped me be better at what I do.
My favorite memory about Mrs. Reed was pretty recent. I had just gotten into a car accident, and I had to go check it, so she was actually in the office that day, and when I went to go ask her if I could go out in the parking lot, I asked her if it'd be okay if I went and checked on my car, and she joked with me and said, well, where'd it go?
Mrs. Reed, I really like eating candy from her drawer in her office and then putting the wrappers on her computer so she finds them the next morning when she comes in. Those are from me.
Mrs. Reed, the amount of organization that she can keep me structured with has been essential. If you look around my office, you can see piles of stuff everywhere. Most of those piles are from when she wasn't around to keep me organized, so having her back's been great.
We're so happy to have Mrs. Reed back to school and working back to get 100% healthy. That's a real blessing. Nobody's more happy about that than Mrs. Hostetler and Mr. Hafner, because she's kind of the glue that keeps this school going.
Why are we doing this? We are doing this to show our support for Mr. Burkholder and Mrs. Reed and to inspire them to keep fighting. We want to shed light on the situation at hand and show that there is still hope in every situation. This is your reminder that no one fights alone. The Medal of Hope is a gift of inspiration. It is a symbol of strength. It represents the support from all those around you and your inner drive to overcome adversity in the greatest challenge of your life, battling cancer. Terry Grieg,